What it is, what it do. Welcome back to another episode of the Homies Podcast Pimpins. Y'all know who the hell I am. I'm your host, your big dog, Ellis. And again, thank you again for subscribing to the Homies Podcast. And if you haven't already, please don't hit that subscribe button. It's going to be somewhere on the screen, somewhere in this motherfucker. Hit that subscribe button. If you're listening to this, hit that subscribe button too for you listening to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, whatever. Appreciate all the support so far. Love that, but we gotta keep this thing rolling. And today, man, I got a very, very, very special guest. My homie is soon to be your homie from the Uncomfortable and Uncut podcast, which you can check on YouTube. Go check that right out after this, you feel me?
The link will be down here somewhere, like he said, somewhere down here.
Right in this motherfucker. My homie, Rob, a.k.a. Black Rob. What it is with your pimpin'?
What's good, folks? What's good, folks?
Hey, no, yeah.
Friend and longtime fan here.
Yeah, you feel me? I appreciate all the support, man. Thank you so much for that. You know
No problem.
And this shit is a long time coming because we've been talking about this for probably like 3 years, 2 years. Like, hey, man, you happy on the I'm like, yeah, bro, you gonna come on the podcast? We gotta do this, and he's gonna be a regular guest too as well. So get used to seeing his face and shit.
This man says 3 years or so, 2 years. We've been talking shit for a minute. Since 2008. Talking shit. So this is a long time coming.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on here, man. Thank you so much, bro. And so we're gonna get into it today. We got some topics that we gonna have to hit with y'all. And the first one is kind of close to us. Me and you are both sports fans.
Yeah.
And
somewhat.
Yeah, it's in our city. You know what I mean? It's WNBA, our homegirl BG, Britney Griner. Damn.
Criminal. Not kidding.
Yo.
They don't love me, I promise it.
Gave homegirl 9 years.
They did.
For under a gram. I don't know
if people of cartridges.
Yeah,
I think it was 2.
They said it was 2?
I think.
Okay, because I heard it was 1, so I heard it was 1, so I don't, but it said it was under a gram. So I don't know if
it was probably like a half a gram. You know how they do the half a gram cartridges? She smoked half on the way there. Now you got under a gram.
Right?
Simple math.
Right, and I'm like, I feel both ways with it. Of course, I'm a tree advocate, and I'm just like, yeah, man, like, people should be able to smoke weed anywhere and fucking around the world, bro. All alcohol and all types of 100%. Shit is way fucking worse for you. It's been scientifically proven, and then I can go buy enough right now to go kill me and everybody in this fucking room, and it's perfectly legal. But I can't smoke a joint? That is fucking retarded, and I don't give a fuck who tries to explain that to me. But also being a pothead, you also gotta know where the fuck you're at. And the laws of the motherfucking land, because everybody does not feel the way I fucking feel.
Let me tell you, you go to somewhere like Russia, like, I think that's somewhere you do the research first. Figure out the laws, 100%. Weigh your options and whatnot. But yeah, you find yourself in a situation like that in Russia, you're gonna end up with something like 9 years. And honestly, in Russia, that's an easy sentence. I don't want to say easy, but that's a shorter sentence. Like,
people got longer.
Well, I was doing some research on it, and they said like, most cases that go in front of a court in Russia, there are no acquittals. Like, you're not going to get acquitted, so you might as well plead guilty and hope for a lesser sentence. That's just the reality of it. They're like, we arrest you, you're guilty. That's just what it is.
So it's basically opposite of here. Guilty and proven innocent, but most time niggas are not ever proven innocent.
I'm like, I don't know about the opposite, I'm a black man.
We do not fuck around.
Guilty and then proven innocent.
So right? And everywhere we at.
And some money.
Right? I'm about to say, you've been out of the country. You've been to the country. And did you ever do your research before whether it was drinking, whatever you do,
I've been to Mexico a couple times, like Puerto Rico, the Dominican, Virgin Islands. Most of the time it's in the States, but each state got a different, or what do you call it, territory.
Their territories, yeah, but they still got their own
rules. Got different rules and laws. And I make sure because I'm always good with like taking something. I don't know. Wait, let me say. I would be good with taking something out.
You feel me?
On a plane or something like that. I would be good with doing something like that. But I always do my research to see like what their laws are there and how strict they are. Because California it's been legal for a minute, but before it was legal, it was kind of like legal, you know. Like, I got pulled over a few times, and the cops were like, you know, give me your weed, throw it out or whatever, and let me go on my way. It wasn't a big crime or anything. Yeah. I think in Russia it's a big crime. I think that's just, but I think it's known that it's like a big crime. So, but you also got to weigh in all these other factors, like the political part of it.
Right now it's hot. China and Russia are probably two places right now. If I was an American, I'm not doing no stupid shit. I am fanny pack, got the touristy fucking hat on with the camera. I'm that motherfucker wherever I'm going. Because no, I don't want no problems in any one of those places right now.
Yeah, when you leave this country, you get like people complain about this country. I complain about this country all the time. Check out like my little Facebook, and I actually don't. I don't want to add nothing. But you know, we as just privileged people in this country, even I would say even the poorest of us, are still more privileged than people outside this country. And the laws outside this country are way more strict. We complain about gun rights and all that, but you get outside this country and laws get real strict on you. And homegirl ended up with 9 years for a couple cartridges that mean nothing here in Arizona. Mean nothing here. But they made it very clear in her case when they said that it was legal here and she uses it for medical purposes. They made it very clear that you were in Russia and there are no purposes
for that shit.
It's just, there's not. And you broke the law, you got caught, then we're using you as a political pawn to get some people out of jail that we want out of jail.
That shit is even wild too. That was some movie shit. When I saw that shit,
part of the truth.
I was like, God damn, you gonna let what for a basketball player, nigga?
Now don't just say a basketball player, because you know she got some accolades underneath her. Okay, because in the basketball world, she's an all-star. You know, in the world of black women, she's an all-star. You know,
see, this is again, I'm a former hooper, so I give it respect when this. She's nice, but again, you're a WNBA player. Let's keep it all the way a buck.
She got more money than I got.
She got 100% more money
than I got, so I can't play her like that.
He's 100% right, but there's a couple things about that. First, you are a WNBA player, but you ain't super known like that. It's just the WNBA in itself, because I just feel like them niggas is horrible at marketing their players and et cetera, because they're dope as fuck. But like right now, the Phoenix Suns, they get all their notoriety here, but it's like, nigga, the Mercury has won like 4 championships, nigga. They got like 3 Hall of Famers on their team, but nobody gives
tickets or something. What is it?
But it's like nobody cares. If that was Steph Curry or LeBron James, you think they'd be doing 9 years right now? You're fucking high.
I do believe Russia would have held them motherfuckers though.
Oh, they would have
held them. Russia would have held you like in a nice little prison cell. They probably give you a nice prison cell because they probably famous and world known over there too. But
LeBron coming home. That's all I'm saying. Nike, Apple, all them niggas will make sure. LeBron coming home. BG ain't got enough endorsements. She don't know enough. She don't know enough political. It's not. But you nice. Like I said, she nice. But at the same time, it's like, nah.
But you know what? She's not. She's not a murderer. She's not. I don't know who the other dude is. They're trying to get some dude out of jail in Germany. That's what Russia wants, and then some other guy that we probably got locked up here, who probably in jail for like
some murder,
some like arms dealing or some shit.
Yeah, no equal trading.
She is not that. So I don't understand how you can put those two things on the table and equally trade.
If we had a basketball star that was locked up, that he did some fuck shit here, we locked him up. We're like, hey man, we want to trade for.
We don't trade. We kill. We don't trade. We don't trade. We gonna come kill that nigga. Nah. That's not what we do here in the States.
No, I'm just that shit is unfortunate. Because do you think she gonna have to stay the whole stint?
I don't know. You don't think? You don't think so?
I would hope fucking.
Because listen, there's this other dude there in Russia. I don't know his name. He was some older white guy. He's like in his 60s. Mm-hmm. I think he was out there for like teaching them English. He was an English teacher or something like that. He brought some weed cartridges with him, and he had been going for years. Mm-hmm. You know, back and forth. And I wish I could remember his name. That's messed up. I want to give him a shout out.
We don't look it up. We don't have it on this motherfucker.
He needs a shout out.
Yeah.
But he went out there and he got caught the same way, leaving. Got caught with some cartridges. They detained him. They had him in detention for a minute, and then they served him with 16 years. And they put he's like in his 60s, and they put him in a hard work camp, like for 16 years. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be negative, but I think That's like a life sentence.
For that nigga, yeah, absolutely.
So when Britney get 9 years, I'm
still
hoping
gonna be
she
young
don't
when you
serve the
come
whole
home,
9.
yeah.
I'm hoping she don't serve the whole 9. That's not something that nobody want to see. Nobody want to see that.
I want to see her come home. Be real with you. It's just
Right.
like that. Because even like, yes, being a fan here, like, yes, I do go to the Mercury games, and it's like, yeah, I would like to. That takes away from me wanting to go. It's like, damn, that's one of y'all best players. She ain't there no more. Like, yeah, that shit is kind of ass. And just from the human standpoint, like, I don't want to see nobody locked up for some shit. We got rapists and murderers and all types of fucking niggas out here doing weird shit, and you out here locking motherfuckers up like that. It's like, god damn it, that is a waste of police work and paperwork and all types of shit.
To Russia, it ain't.
Yes,
Russia got some money to make, and these 2 people in jail are stopping them from making money. They need them back on their team, so they probably can make some more money in this world. Make some moves.
I'm like, Russia, you have to get somebody else that's a little bit more up there in the scale.
And let my girl Britney go. Just let her go.
Yeah, if it was LeBron, one of them niggas might be coming home.
We don't want to put no like target on LeBron.
Yeah, we don't
want to do that. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do.
Niggas sitting over there like, that's a good ass idea.
Next thing you know, there's gonna be a bunch of women up here doing some praise dances for LeBron.
We ain't got no time for that. We don't want to put you out there like that, LeBron. And do you think now also too? It like I feel like also brings up an important topic of here in the United States of like how many people here are locked up. Usually black and Latino. There's some white people too that are locked up. They got extensive amount of years for half a gram, joint. Niggas doing 20 years, especially in the South. You're 100%. I was just about to touch on
that. Was just like a money train down there. It's just like all it is there's money signs on every black man's head. There's money signs everywhere.
And that shit is stupid. It's almost like when the Jim Crow laws came out, and that's when they invented like loitering and shit. Where he's like, "Oh, black people just standing around."
They ain't got nowhere to go. We may have let you out,
right?
We ain't got nowhere to go.
So
we own every piece of land around here. So keep walking.
Exactly. That's the shit. Is like it almost feel like you being set up. It's like, bro, that shit. Again, I personally don't care if you smoke crack, nigga. Like, if you're not doing anything that's not hurting me, or there's nothing I feel like I can't infringe on another human being. If you want to smoke crack, snort heroin, shoot whatever the fuck, do that as long as you're not infringing on my safety or anybody around me, the public safety. Do whatever the fuck.
But it's hard not to smoke crack or to smoke crack and not infringe on people's fucking just lives.
It's not though, because I know, bro. I swear, bro, I've known crackheads for 20, 30 years that I trust more probably than something.
Well, yeah,
like they're just like, I just smoke my crack.
That's because you know that crackhead. Yeah, but the other motherfuckers that smoke crackhead and
I'm telling you, they just function.
Be a crackhead to them,
bro. There's so many functional drug heads. Like, there's niggas that's from heroin, coke, and these niggas get up, go to work.
But those are crackheads. Those are drug users.
This is true.
There's a difference.
Yeah, there is a difference. Crackheads will try to sell you a toaster that you know stolen.
And then like a bunch of like unsavory people move next door to my folks, and let me tell you, crackhead behavior, even though they ain't fucking with the house, it flows over. Like the crack symptoms flows over into the properties next to you. So like it does matter. I feel like that's why that
gets to the point where
like the Chinatowns where you go do your crack at.
But that's where the part where it starts infringing on my safety. So no, I don't agree with that. But if your crackhead just stayed in this house, smoked this crack, didn't bother nobody, went to work, went outside, hey neighbor, hey Mr. Crackhead, did his thing, I wouldn't have no problem with you. But when you're out start doing cracky shit,
that's not crackhead behavior though.
I've seen it though. I've seen people that literally smoke. It's few and far between, my nigga, but they are out there. I promise you. Most of the niggas here, you don't want that nigga like coming over at fucking say 3 o'clock in the morning, like, hey, I got this toaster. You feel me?
My thing was they be pumping music all damn night.
That shit.
I'm also getting older, and I was like, nigga, I gotta sleep. Like, back in the day, I would have came over and be like, hey, what y'all doing? What's going on in here? Y'all smoking crack?
Okay, maybe this ain't for me.
It's not my party, but so you got a bong right there.
You feel me? It's like that. Yeah, So if you ain't infringing on nobody else's shit, hey man, to me. But if your shit starts spilling over my shit, making me feel unsafe, then I have a problem. But outside of that, do what you do, because again, nigga, my medicine cabinet has more shit in it that I get from fucking Walmart and everywhere else that's 10 times more dangerous than marijuana.
You're right about that, though.
So that shit is from a logical
for some big time white people, so that's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's okay.
And that's also like what Chris Rock said. He's like, if black people invented something, you better invent something. If it harms one person, we're gonna put you under the fucking dirt. He's like, if niggas invented cigarettes, you will get 100 years for a square, nigga, for a box.
I'm just saying.
But if white people did it, so only white people can profit from pain. I think that's what he said on there, and I was like, damn, that's true. Anybody else, you fucking hurt somebody, hey, you black fucking proud motherfucker, you're going in there.
You did it intentionally to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Like, there's often times that people, especially big business, like pharmaceuticals or whatnot, invent some shit, release some shit that does hurt somebody, and they're not held liable because their intention wasn't to hurt. Their intention was something else, and next thing you know,
It's called involuntary manslaughter, nigga. You still get time for that. I didn't mean to run the person over, but
involuntary manslaughter is made for the regular citizens of this world. It's not made for
corporate people.
Big corporate people is just not.
Which is fucking crazy. Again,
they may get murdered though, but they don't get things like involuntary manslaughter. Like that does.
That's true. You got low-level crime. You have to really murder somebody because we know some people that have murdered people. Like what was it? What president's wife ran somebody over? It was one of the Bushes. I think Laura, she like ran when she was like 18, 19, yes, nigga, like
when she was young.
Yeah, killed somebody. But again, you know, you come up in that you got
I didn't know that. You're gonna make me do some Googling.
Yeah, we're gonna Google it.
That's some shit.
One of the Bushes, their wives like killed somebody when they were younger, and it's just like, bro, I'm pretty sure it's one of the Bushes. Some vice president's wife some former president's wife killed a motherfucker in the car accident.
But you know, the shit happens, and you don't know the details about it. He could have been drunk. She wasn't drunk when he was drunk across the street. Could have been. I didn't look. I super didn't look into it. I just know my black ass would have been some time. From the end of the story, I probably would have been driving back. Yeah, I would have had a car because you would have had a job because you're black. So,
it would have been a whole problem, and that shit, even with the COVID shit, when the shots came out, when they were like, oh yeah, man, just so y'all know, y'all can't sue. So 5 years later, niggas started getting sick.
That was one of the reasons that went on to the cons.
Yeah, you would be like, ooh.
You're not going to hold me responsible for this. I said, what? Hold on.
That just sounds fishy in itself.
Should I take this shit? Because what?
Imagine if somebody, and I tell people, they're like, it's not weird. Like, nigga, imagine if any other context somebody did it. Imagine if I was selling you a car, and I say, hey, okay, I'm going to sell you this car for 5 G's, but after you buy it, you can't, I don't give a fuck what's wrong with it. What you find, it's yours. You can't sell it back to me. You can't call me. You be like, something's fucking wrong with this car.
That's called buying a used as is vehicle. You don't get any warranty.
Which you know is some fuck shit wrong with that car. Just like I feel with that shit. But again,
people buy as is cars every day. That's because it's called life. It's called like, I need to get to work. You know, and you needed to get to work. You needed a vaccine to get to work these days. So it's just what it is. You had to take the vaccine. So.
That shit is scary. This is a place I wanted to go, bro, that I can't even go no more because of that. I wanted to go to Amsterdam.
I broke down and took it. I needed to go. I was traveling during 2020 and 2021, so I wasn't getting on a plane without something. So
he's inside.
I had 2 masks and a vaccine. I was still going somewhere. I was still leaving. You weren't going to stop me from leaving, but I didn't want.
That's why
I ended up catching this shit though, and when I moved here of all fucking places. See, I moved back here in February, right? 2022. I've been 2 years without touching none of this shit. Moved to Arizona, where nobody believes in a mask or an excuse me. Like gonna be like
sneezing.
And they got parties everywhere. I forgot. Like when I moved back here, it was like good times again. And I was out at the club and doing Sunday fun days. And next thing you know, I was supposed to come for the other the 2 ladies from Pearl Talk.
Yeah.
Supposed to come for that, but I caught the COVID. That motherfucker took me down too. So.
See, and that
I don't recommend it for anybody.
And that's what was fucked up. I'm like, I did get it, and I'm about to say we probably, 3 days, Tylenol PM, I was done.
The fuck, you got a good version of it. Let me tell you.
you got that AIDS light.
You got that AIDS light. I'm telling you, nigga. Shit, I got that double deluxe. Fuck. My ass was like, one woman, I'm good, and I'm like, all right, let's watch movies, let me smoke a blunt, let me do whatever, and then the next minute I'm laying in bed shivering, like, what the fuck? Am I dying? Is that what it is? Lord, just take me now. Then just take me. But what am I doing here? Am I living on my
heroin shakes and shit?
The headaches felt like in my head. It was crazy.
Headaches was fucked up.
I went back to my my California living mindset of washing my hands every time I left, put a mask on when I get around people. You know, I ain't got the shit yet. I'm kind of getting back to the Arizona mindset though.
Yeah, because they ain't talking about it as much. It's just winding down and shit.
Yeah. But every time I catch a headache, I'm like, oh my God, it's COVID. It's COVID. It's crazy.
Right?
It's called traumatized.
Right? Got your
it's called psychologically traumatized from the COVID. That's some fucked up shit.
Oh my gosh, bro. And so we have sorry guys that we got off subject. We have another subject we want to talk about today. Oh girl, man, one of the GOATs. Speaking of another great athlete to another, probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest female athlete, Miss Serena Williams,
right,
is retiring. She's hanging up the racket and the cheeks and
the cheeks. I don't think you hang them up.
Yeah,
that's a lifelong. That's a lifelong.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna see them in that motion again.
I don't know about that. You see her new little, she had a little outfit, a little workout Nike outfit collection coming out, and she out here modeling it. And
okay, all right.
She's still there.
Okay, all right. Okay, see, I like hearing that.
They look relaxed because they're retiring.
Right. I'm about to say, do you think she's, I already probably know your answer, but do you think she's the greatest, obviously, tennis player of all time?
Of all time tennis? Oh, yeah. Tennis.
Men and women.
There's no, I would say, I honestly would love to see her play some men.
She has played men before.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
So, but did she win?
No.
No, see?
No. This is.
We're going to give her the greatest of all times within women's
for sure
tennis.
For sure.
And that's an accomplishment. When you say all times, like, come on.
It's crazy. And Serena to me is dope as shit. Like, female all time, she might be one of, if she up there, is one of the greatest female athletes. Like, you. Oh, yeah. It's not meaning I can't think of 3 or 4 really that I super would put in front of her.
One soccer player, her name was like Mia something, I forget her name, but
Mia Hamm.
I don't know.
The one from America?
Yeah, she's from America.
It's probably Mia Hamm.
Right. And
nah, she ain't fucking with Serena. I was like Lisa Leslie, FloJo, like from track and field, like people like that. But it's like her shit was so long.
I was about to say, but she was more. That's like short period of time.
Yeah. So
and the crazy part is, because I was reading her article that she wrote. I think she was like in Vanity Fair or Vogue or something like that, and she, announced her retirement and talked about it. And she was talking about how she's played her whole life. Like tennis is her life. Like, that's all you've known since you were like, I don't know, like a little 8-year-old, 7-year-old, 6-year-old girl. So now, that's all you know, and you have to give that up. Like that was a. When I first heard about it, I was like, oh, you're retiring, good, get your money. She married to some guy, I think he's a billionaire, so life is good. But then I was like, wait, you're ending life. That's the end of a life right there. You have to start a whole new person and go for it now. That's a mind fuck.
I feel like that'd be fucking athletes just period. Like, me and Diamonds talked about that when we played college football together. It's just like, you do something for like 10, 15 years, like, I just stop. I feel like that's why you hear a lot of athletes get depressed, like, right after, because it's like, you're in this routine, this thing that you do, and then it's just like, I don't do it no more. And I feel like it's hard for people that are in something that's like routine and regiment, like military people, athletes, like, it's hard for them just to be like, damn, I don't have to work out and I can just get up and it's like I got all this fucking free time. Like, that's why I feel like Kobe and Jordan was talking about that in interviews, like figuring out life after basketball before the shit ends, because if it just ends and you just sitting there like, I don't know,
that transition's gonna be hard.
Yeah, but if you start working on that shit before you get out, it makes it a little bit easier, and you already got something going already, something to fill that time.
Because it's really like when you dedicate your life, like you dedicate. That's like wake up, go to sleep. Wake up, go to sleep. Basketball, tennis, whatever it would be, and you wake up, you go to sleep doing that forever. That becomes your identity. And now you're like, overnight, I'm supposed to change my identity.
It's like,
Serena said she didn't want to use the word retirement because she never liked how that felt. And she was thinking about using the word transition, but she wanted to be sensitive to a certain community of people, right? Instead of or transition. And
they gotta chill the fuck out.
I'm just saying, right?
Because honestly, chill out.
It was a great comparison because she is changing her identity. She is literally changing her identity from one person and having to go be another person. And what I was going to ask you is, what do you think about the fact that she feels like if she was a man, this wouldn't be happening though, because she would be able to still continue her. She's retiring so that she could grow her family or something like that in that frame.
That's just a female. That's a female burden that I feel like stops women in the corporate world as well as the athletic world. It's like you kind of have to make that choice. Like, am I gonna be the family mom, do the thing, or am I gonna keep going and try to be the best and the best at this thing? It's like it's hard, and I feel like for athletes that are really at that top level, it's like anybody really at the top level of like whatever they're doing, they have that laser like focus where it's like you almost don't really have time to. That's why I feel like Kobe at the end of his career, he kind of was trying to get real close to his daughters. He's like, dude, I train all year basically, and I start way before niggas do. I play until June.
Yeah.
I don't get to see. We start fucking preseason August. I don't even. And then in the summer, I'm training. Like, and I'm traveling.
See, the difference is, I don't know, because I feel like what you're saying is very true when it comes to men. You know, because my time is so filled up with time that I ain't got time to be a father, which is like come home, get to know my child. My child knows me have influence on my child and all that good stuff. With mothers, it's like she's choosing to be I don't want to use the word good mom, but she's choosing to be a certain type of mom. Because she could be a man, like have the man mentality, you know, take 9 months to a year off, have a baby, leave the baby at home with the father. She got money, she can leave the baby home with she wants. And then
leave the baby home with me, I'll watch that little motherfucker. Yeah.
That part of it, he said, I'll watch that motherfucker. Right. I'll charge you a little, just a whole lot less than another woman does.
For sure.
It just happens to be a whole lot more than I make now. But like she's choosing to be that type of mom, and because you choose to be that type of mom, it does take sacrifice, you know. And maybe if she chose to be the other type of mom, the dad type of mom, who chose her career and have a baby, leave the baby home, and then go do her career, would she be looked at the same, or you know, or was
you'd be looked at kind of fucked up. It was like depending on it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know. Like I said, I feel like for men and athletes, we wouldn't look at her weird. Like no, do you? But maybe the women community might be like, well, that's weird that she. I don't know. Like I said, I don't feel like she has to retire. Like again, it's all on how you feel. If you at that point where you're like, I've given it all I got.
But she's also older now, so it's like
you're older.
If she did decide to have a baby now, and then like
I've won everything there is to win. Like what the fuck is there? Ain't nothing else for her to win. Like I want to do something different. Like I'm rich as fuck. Nike just built the biggest fucking building at the headquarters with her shit. It's like. What the fuck? I'm good. I'm cemented in.
She did say she was going to focus more on what was it? Her Serena Ventures. It's a capital venture company. I don't even know what a capital venture company is, but it sounds like something that just makes capital. Like money. All day long, you make money
out to invest shit. Yeah, like find money and find shits to invest in to make money. It's like hell yeah, and she about to get a lot of that.
Win is more money. Because she's gonna be the GOAT of money now.
Because not only are you athletic, you're beautiful on top of that. Like it's a double whammy. That's why I feel like a lot of women in sports have a hard time being marketable because of course they want the women to be sexy, and then some of these women not to be offensive, some of these athlete women, it's like some of y'all ain't like Britney Griner. I don't want to see her.
She is sexy to you. But I saw a group of women doing some praise dancing, and I'm pretty sure she is sexy too.
Yeah, you feel me? She's sexy to somebody.
Your cup of tea, but she's somebody's cup of tea. She got a whole wife. She got a whole wife.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck with no bitch that I feel like can fuck me. Britney, like she a type of bitch that
have your legs right here.
Nigga, she'll just take her bra, nigga, just put it over her head. She have Tim's on and shit. She like that type of bitch. Nigga, like nope.
She gonna be like, let me hear you moan.
Yeah. I can't have that.
She the greatest of all time, so that shit. Let me tell you.
She's undefeated.
Undefeated. Stop it. She in jail.
Yo, yeah. She can't come out and defend herself. Let me stop her.
He said, I got 9 years to talk about it. No, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Man, you're a fucked up individual for that shit.
Yo, man, we gotta take a quick break. Y'all don't go nowhere. We got more shit coming up, man, on the Homies Podcast with the homie Rob. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Yeah. What it do? We are back from the quick break with the homie Rob in here, bro. We are having a good ass time today, bro. We giving y'all a good ass show today, bro. We finishing up. We wanted to talk about keep finishing up talking about our girl Serena, man. Because
Serena.
She the GOAT, man. She like I said, she up there, bro. And do you think you're ever gonna see a tennis player as good as her again, like on the female side?
They always what do they say? Like there's always somebody better than you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure someone out there is someone better than
Are we gonna see it in our lifetime?
Maybe I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest with you. I don't think so. I'm not a big tennis fan or whatnot, but just seeing like her accolades, her sister's accolades, and the people who came after her and before her, winning. I don't think so. I don't think that maybe when we're old, maybe like in 20 years, right? You might find someone who does Grand Slam and all that good stuff.
Yeah, but she put on a fucking show, man. And it's like even that makes me like sad getting older when like all the people you grew up like loving and watching, they kind of made you pay attention even to the sport. Like stops playing the sport, you're kind of like, damn, I don't even want to watch. If Serena ain't playing, like, do I even want to fucking watch tennis that much? Probably not.
Like you were watching tennis to watch Serena. That's what tennis was for.
Yeah, same thing with Tiger and fucking golf. It's like, yeah, nigga, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about no golf, but if Tiger playing, yeah, I like to see him beating these white folks on this place where we were restricted to go for 100 and something years.
This is like out here showing off.
They're showing his ass, and I love it. Yes, and yes, it's the black side of him that's hitting the ball that well. Let's be very clear.
The white side that had the connections, and the black side
the Asian side did all. Got the accounts right. That's why they get a billionaire. But it was that black side of that ball.
Pay off all them women. That's how he knew how to calculate the number to pay off all them women.
He lost all types of M's for that shit. Yeah, but yeah, Serena, she's definitely to me the GOAT. And like I said, female athletes, like overall, like all sports, I can't think of someone that was that dominant for that long. But also, again, you're talking about a sport too where it's not like a contact sport. You're not hitting, like basketball, football. Girls don't play football, but it's not. You're not bumping into anybody or hitting anybody, but you're still moving.
The grunts make it sound real contact. Like.
Yeah, that should be sounding serious.
I'm telling you.
God damn, nigga.
Low-key turn that on instead of a little porn movie. Just what they're saying, they're putting it out there. Just listen to the audio.
Nigga, I've had to come in the room sometimes. Like, what the fuck is going on in here? Oh, okay. It ain't that type of party. Okay, my bad. Okay, that shit sounded serious in here.
Yeah.
Oh shit, but for my girl Serena, and I'm sorry, bro, that I had to. Cause he said some right shit. We should have started probably with this topic because it's not. It's not a good topic, really. It's a good topic.
It's semi a good topic. I think it's semi a good topic, but it's something that I don't want to just do the last thing we talk about. So we gotta talk about something else.
Okay.
After this, we gotta.
Okay. All right. Something more. Yeah, because we gotta talk about Mr. Cheeto Man.
Mr. Cheeto Man.
Trump himself. And we don't get the sleepy jokes too, because I think both of them are on some fuckery in this whole little thing. So we're gonna talk about this.
So you put a poor man in the White House, you only go and get fuckery. Go ahead.
We were talking about Trump getting raided at his Mara Lago state down in Florida and shit.
Mara Lago.
I like that shit was from. They said it was from him keeping documents from the White House that he was supposed to turn into.
Taking, keeping, and destroying.
Yes, that had
fuckery.
Yeah, had some shit on there. I don't know what shit.
He said had some shit.
Had some shit
about some nuclear something. Probably somebody's account number.
Something.
I still to this day say Trump got folders on every last politician out here, and that's why he's been bitching them all out for the last 8 years.
Mm-hmm. That nigga got dirt. He had dirt on motherfuckers. And too, when you the party person too, he's like, yeah, I remember you staying at my hotel with them hoes. And nigga, I remember that back in 97. We got all them pictures. Yeah, I feel like Trump on some shit like that. Like, a nigga like that, when he became even president, I was just like, How?
But then again, I like reality TV. Do you like reality TV?
I used to back in the day. Now I can't stand that shit. Real World was my last shit.
I've been on it since Real World. I've seen the evolution of it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I could see how he became president because he's good for reality TV. And he made just really good reality TV. And if you like reality TV, I know way more about politics these days because of Trump.
That's 100%.
Because of Trump.
He made me want to Like, what the fuck is this? What is he signing? What's going on with this? That's what also makes me scared about this nigga Biden, because it was like you had so much of a high with Trump, with like, I gotta check everything, what's the news? And now it's kind of like, all right, we ain't really paying attention.
What's going on?
Because motherfuckers is like, oh, he's boring. He's kind of just like the old ass president, but it's like, nah, this nigga.
The quiet ones you got.
Yes, the nigga doing sneaky shit.
You ain't gonna lie.
Him and his crackhead. You said earlier, you can't trust crackheads. You have a crackhead son, so you have some type of crackhead abilities in you too.
I don't son in recovery. Okay, he happens to relapse every now and then and does crack. Okay,
and records it for some stupid ass reason.
I told you, crackheads just do that shit. What's wrong with you? I told you.
See, that's the crackhead you don't want living.
Like, how your daddy the vice president and the president, you record yourself smoking crack?
Put your phone down.
Just put your phone down. I'm telling you.
God damn.
But, you know, trauma does that to people. So.
God damn, and it's just like, yes, nigga, you can't keep your house in order. How the fuck can you keep the country in order with your dementia having that? I don't trust it.
I think the only president that's really kept his house in order was Obama.
Real shit. And he gave them the nigga speech every morning. Don't you embarrass me out this motherfucker. I'll kill you and this.
And that was Michelle talking to Obama. That was Michelle.
Rocks in like, okay.
That's what that was. That was Michelle sitting there. Yo. Let me shout out to my boy Obama. The Obamas, Michelle, all y'all.
Represented us, at least from a black standpoint, in a very positive way. Again, some of your politics and didn't fuck with, but again, that's another story for another time. But yes, back to this Cheeto cover motherfucker with the weird ass toupee. My nigga Trump. This nigga definitely was on some foul shit, but I also think it's a smart play. Like, some of the shit Trump says, it's like, it sounds so rhetoric, like rhetoric, but then it has some truth to it. Like, he was just like, you're weaponizing the Department of Justice, which I'm kind of like, I can see that.
Like, he would know, wouldn't he? Wouldn't he be the one to know how to weaponize the Department of Justice?
And he's just like,
didn't he do it his very self?
And I feel like Biden knows, nigga, if I got to run against Trump in 2024, I'm not with it. No. You're not with it.
No, I don't know, because honestly, let's be real about it. Trump has his base, but Trump always, even with his base, he's always needed independence to win elections. This is what it is, and I don't think he has the independence anymore. Especially with,
and it was just so fucked up.
The fuckery that's going on in the country. None of these Republicans, not Trump, no one actually talks about the fuckery that's going on in the country. And, you know, they say the word inflation, but there's no resolution, or anything that follows it. So they're like fearmongers, up and down. And at this moment in time, the Democrats are showing out a little bit. You know, they got some bills passed. They've been giving away some money.
So the country's mostly this, whatever, you know what I mean?
To who?
Like Ukraine and shit like that.
Well, you know,
again, laundry and fucking drug money for the
people should fight
crackheads.
Their own wars, and we should take that money and do something with the homeless. But this is America.
Or do something with these high ass.
This is America. That's all I got to say. This is America. Like, it's not our style.
Crackhead activities. How billions of dollars just going up missing? Y'all IRS, you hit me up because y'all niggas a couple funky ass $1,000, but this nigga missing billions, and y'all hitting this nigga's phone. Get the fuck out of my inbox. That shit is crazy.
Missing, it was like the billions that they stole from someone else that he stole from them, so they would have to count for the billions. So
it's some weird shit going on.
But real quick, do you know the charges that? Not the charges, the reasons why they got the warrant to raid his house.
I heard it was from the because I don't know where they got the information from to actually know that he had those documents, but I heard that was the reason. But is it?
I don't know where he got the who told on him either.
Yeah.
I just think they just knew he took it.
Okay.
And everyone just like, where's his boxes? And they're like,
pouring that shit.
They've been asking for it. And I think they've been asking for it, but they said they went to the judge or whatever, and you have to give her reasons or him reasons to get a warrant to go take the shit. And it was like some espionage shit, him taking documents and destroying documents or altering documents that are supposed to be used in an active case. And the last one was, I don't know, he destroyed them or he didn't keep them in a sensitive. There were sensitive documents that are only supposed to be kept in a sensitive building.
The advisor, the presidential records or whatever, it's like some shit.
Some shit. Yeah. And I guess he took them. They've been asking for them. He didn't give them, so they wouldn't took them back. But the shit that's on them had like nuclear shit and shit that
Very sensitive
asset. You should not have, I would say, that outside, and he would say, like, I'm the president, or I was the president. He'd probably say, I am the president.
Yeah, that nigga still don't be the president.
But the fact of the matter is he decided that he thought he could declassify them. Mm-hmm. And you ain't president no more. You gotta accept that. You can't declassify something if you're not president. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's his defense, and I don't know how well it's gonna hold up in court. But I personally, over the last, how many years has he been in politics? Like 6 years, 8 years? Like before the presidency, during the presidency, and now about 6, 7 years. The whole time he should have been arrested. The whole time he should have got arrested like a long ass time ago. But I think this is the first time that there might be a possible actual chance that he'll get an actual charge against him, and might be maybe held accountable for a possible charge. That probably won't be espionage or anything like that. Probably some tax shit.
Yeah, I get
maybe.
Yeah, and maybe. I'm like, I don't even.
He real upset over here.
Yeah, like I don't see it. I just don't see a nigga going to jail.
I don't see that. No.
Yeah, he just.
But I do see this. That's what I mean by good reality TV. Is I do see like the DOJ being like, we're going to charge you with treason and all this good stuff, and then Trump jumping on the plane and being like, bam, gone, and then like he's on the manhunt. That would make some good reality TV. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for some real fucking.
I would love to see Trump on the run, nigga. That shit be awesome, like Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, it's like Pablo Escobar type shit. Yeah, like him running through like little tunnels and shit. That would be dope. Yeah, I'm like real talking. Like,
I don't watch reality TV, nigga, but I would get into that shit.
I'm telling you, like Biden or like the next president, like Kamala or whoever the next president's gonna be, like sitting in some like secure room and watching them on the little monitors,
tracking that
nigga.
That's an enemy of the state.
Yeah. I would 100% watch that every night. Every night I would be on that.
You're fucking right. I just don't. I was gonna ask you this: do you think there should be an age limit on the presidency? Because I fucking think so.
When you say age limit, like too old, or you just
too young, too old? They already have it for too young. You gotta be on 35.
I think you need to be about like 30.
35, I think 35
like
is what you have to be.
Yeah, I think right now you have to be 35. Because the youngest president was JFK, and he was like 35 or 36 or something.
JFK and Obama, I think. Like,
or is it Obama?
Might be. It's
Obama.
I don't know who's younger.
Like the youngest president.
You're right. You're right.
But I do think there should be a time frame. Just like there should be a time frame in Congress and the Senate and everything else. You should be like 35 in that area too. Maybe 65, 70 at max. Because there is value in experience.
Yeah.
There is maybe
65,
but there's also value in innovation, and that comes from the new.
65, because I'm like, I tell people this, bro. You gotta be around old people to make it seem like. That's why I think Biden be doing illegal shit. That nigga's like, I'm 80, bruh. By the time if they do catch me. By the time they do all the cases, the trial, I'm gonna be fucking dead.
He gonna be Bill Cosby.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck that shit, nigga. And, yeah, it's like Nancy Pelosi, nigga, is 82.
She needs to be gone, right? I feel like yes, especially in your position.
That's too old, nigga.
You should just.
I won't ask an 82-year-old person to take my trash out.
Well, imagine your grandma. I would. I'd be like, you're running the country. You can take the trash out too.
But if it's just a normal 82-year-old bitch, you wouldn't ask the 82-year-old bitch to do anything. I ain't gonna let you run the motherfucking country. No. Sit your old ass. If you can go get the motherfucking IHOP special, get the discount. If you pass that, you gotta sit the fuck down. You cannot. You can't care about because you're willing to do fuckery because you're not gonna be around.
But I also don't think
it play out.
I don't think you're willing to do fuckery. I think you're like you've done your fuckery already. Because I think people who do fuckery are people who are planning for the future. What's his name? The guy in Texas who let Texas freeze over and then jumped on a plane and went to Mexico.
Oh,
Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Like people like that who have mad investments in the country and whatever industries, and they're making policy that affect these investments. Like, you're literally doing this fuckery to plan out your future type of shit. And now you stayed here for 20 years. Now you're not really doing fuckery. Now you're probably feeling conscious about yourself, and you're like, let me do something good for the people after I fucked them for 20 years. Right? So I think that's when that fuckery would end.
Yeah, and that's why I don't trust that bitch either. It's like, that shit is... And I also don't feel like politicians should make You should get the average of what the average person in America makes. And that's what all politicians
should make. If you're representing me, why aren't you representing my fucking income? I don't understand that. Right? You are 100% right.
Exactly. It's like, this is also why motherfuckers, like you were just saying, they just be saying inflation and all this shit because they're like, that shit don't affect me. What the fuck? Yo, poor motherfucker. They told me there
was this key word. What was the key word they told me? Inflation. I was supposed to say inflation. Yeah. I was supposed to say inflation today. Because they don't, like you said, it doesn't have any effect
about gas, nigga. We don't even drive our own fucking cars.
We don't spend taxpayers' money in our vehicles to drive around type of shit.
Driving shit. We don't give a fuck groceries, nigga. I got a fucking chef. That nigga does my goddamn shopping.
I don't even know how much a carrot costs. What you talking about?
A gallon of milk. I don't know. $50, they'll say some shit like that. I don't fucking know. I'm rich, nigga. Yeah. Give a fuck, nigga. Like, that's why you do not have rich people in place to do shit like that.
That's why I said, until we get a poor person in the White House, the fuckery won't stop. Mm-hmm. Like, the only person who's going to do for the average man is the average man. Like, it's just what it is. Like, who else has a benefit in doing for somebody else besides somebody who knows you and where you've been, not been, but is where you are, right? The whole been part is good for you, but for the rest of us, we still here, right? And I'm on my way up, just to FYI.
Yeah, we coming up. Like
I'm not still there.
You feel me? We making moves out this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Let them know. Shit, let them know.
I don't talk. I just show. So
you feel me? I just don't trust politicians, man. I don't trust this nigga Trump, and I don't think this nigga Biden. I think they did that. He did something there, and I don't like that now. The speaker is a black woman. The press secretary.
The press secretary.
I don't like that.
You see, that's the fucked up part about not having Trump in the White House. I no longer watch the press secretary. Bro, I don't do that no more, and it's sad.
Attractive black lady. She looks like she's young. Nigga. She look younger than me. I don't know how old she is. She look young.
She do. I've seen her.
Yeah, and it's
she look like the girl from Wakanda from.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're just.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like the sister.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're just delivering shitty news, and you got to be the person to do it. And I feel like it's like
you're the representative.
It's almost like they knew, like, hey, we about to. This next 4 years is gonna be some shit.
Well, the next 4 years
is you to go out there and deliver this bullshit to people.
Who we only elected because the other guy was like, we can't put this dude back in the White House. Like that's just knowing we're gonna shoot ourselves in the foot. So we had to choose this other motherfucker who is a motherfucker. It's like you're what we don't want as far as the progress that a lot of people probably thought they were getting with Trump as far as not getting a politician, not getting the, what is it called, like the status quo type of person. And instead you got something you really didn't bet on. You had to go back to what you know, and that sucks because even though he's trying to be progressive, he's still fucking Biden. Like, you're still Joe Biden. You can take Joe Biden out.
That's why I be hating the politics. I'm like, hey, even though it's like a president's, like the last president can affect the next president, like what you do in your administration. But I'm like, hey, bro, I don't fuck with Trump or Biden. The only thing I know is when fucking Trump was in office, my fucking rent was cheaper and my gas was cheaper, and I can go get some decent groceries, and I can go out and get some fucking butt with my girl, and it was all good.
Do you think there's something with that though? That as soon as Trump left, all your shit went away? Like, do you think maybe that Trump kind of set him up
for some bullshit?
Like even the Afghanistan, like pulling out Afghanistan and whatnot, the way that was done and the position that
Trump
was
like some fuck you shit. You know, like I know I don't go this
feel
way.
Like Trump is the type of individual that's gonna be like, here, let me clean up for you before I leave. No, I don't think. I think Trump is the guy that you get to call to court because like he broke your door hinges and like punched holes in your wall and
definitely that type of deposit. He leave it with a fit.
He wants his deposit back. Like that's who Trump is.
And I 100% believe you just going off of his attitude and also the fact that I know he wants to rerun in 2024. So it's like, yes, I want to make this nigga look terrible for the next 4 years. I want a recession attached to his name. I want people to be begging to get me back.
And not just that, like, don't none of y'all help this motherfucker either. Don't nobody do anything to help him, right? Yeah. If you're going to do anything, you obstruct. You obstruct his goals because, yeah, they may help the public, but it's going to help him. Right. It's going to make me look bad. So, no. And these motherfuckers went along with it. That's crazy. That is crazy.
That nigga Biden doing everything to try to get that recession off his name. He like, hey, it's not a recession. It's a slowdown.
It's a slowdown.
Don't say
not
that.
A recession.
Nigga, they said that shit like Candyman. You're like recession. You're like shh. No, we don't say that.
Say that a third time.
Yeah, we did not say that word. Yeah, it's like goddamn, nigga. Like
that is hilarious.
But I was like, how can you talk to an average American and not fucking notice that? Like, nigga, rent is crazy everywhere.
I didn't know there was a recession. Like, I knew gas was high, but I didn't know there was a recession until I went to go get some, like, what was it, some eggs and some milk. No, was it the eggs or the milk? It was one of the simple ass items that I went to go get. I said, why the fuck this cost $5? This is crazy. And that's when I knew
for eggs and milk
that
now.
there was a recession.
Right? Fuck ass nigga, when eggs go up and shit.
A recession.
Like,
but I'm lucky because I ain't got no kids. I ain't got a lot of responsibility, financial responsibility like that. So the inflation and all that recession shit, I guess, don't really affect me as much.
But you feel it.
But when I go put gas in my
car, you like, ooh, shit.
I'm an 80s baby. I remember when gas was like 99 cents, $1.19. All that good shit. Not no more.
Remember, nigga, we literally, feel old. Nigga can give you $5-10 and you felt like, nigga, let's go ride. We can go ride, just ride around.
I remember the day where they'd be like, hey, I got $5. You want to take me to the street? You want to go here? You got $5 on the tank? As long as you got $5 on the tank,
I'll take you down there.
You got $5? Let's go. $5 ain't shit.
You couple that shit up and throw it back at nigga. What the fuck, nigga?
I'm taking that shit still. Thank you for the deposit.
To hold your seat. But I need
it. We ain't moving the vehicle yet. Sorry. That's what it is.
Yo, that's real shit though.
You're right.
But I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna be able to get that recession shit up off his name. And also too, I just feel like, nigga, if you rerun, you're gonna, by the time your shit is, you'll be 84, 83. I don't know how fucking, nigga, that is fucking
He'll be
old.
6 months older than Trump. I don't know if that's fact, but they both.
Trump old as fuck. But it's like, that's the difference. Trump is old, but he's like more lively.
But is he more lively, or does he just use better makeup?
Maybe that too. Get a better makeup person, Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe be falling.
Sleepy Joe know how to ride a bike. Even though he fell off the bike, he was riding the bike.
That shit was trash.
Trump does stuff like play golf, which is like the lazy man sport. That's what it is. Like, it's just, and you see him play golf, he's not. He can't do what I thought Biden did some push-ups.
And Trump don't play golf. Trump is a fucking hit. As soon as I saw how much he played golf, I was like,
"You mean while he's supposed to be working?"
Yes, this nigga's out there setting up deals. Think about, nigga, if you're the feds, right? If I want to talk business, where I'm gonna go to the golf course where there's a lot of space.
Yeah.
Niggas can't bug shit. Can't bug shit. We can talk out here at all this open space.
All of our treasonous activities.
All our bullshit, nigga. And it's a restricted golf course where you already know.
So
already
no
started. No, none of us. None of us there. You already know, nigga. This is where all the bullshit is going down.
Come through. He was like, nah, none of y'all come through here.
Right? The local golf course is where it was popping up.
But you're very true. You're probably very factual there. Yeah. He probably did a lot of business on the golf course because he spent a lot of hours that was supposed to be in the White House, in the green, on the green. So
chilling, setting shit up, bro.
Whatever it would be. I was happy about my stimulus money. So as long as I feel like I need some more stimulus money to get me to vote again. I need some more stimulus money to get me to vote again.
Yeah,
I just wanted to put that out there for the president.
I think niggas was so happy. Like, I've never gotten money from, even when I do my taxes, I ain't got no kids. You know how they fuck niggas single, no kids. I don't really never get nothing back. Couple $100, so you go get 25%. We took $4,000 or $5,000 from you, but here's fucking $400. Go buy you some Jordans or something. It's like, that's how I feel.
$4,000 went to like your retirement, your Social Security.
Shit, nigga, that's this money I'll never see again in my fucking life. That shit is gone.
But doesn't it make you feel good that you're paying for someone else's? Someone else's retirement?
No, fuck this.
There's some old lady out there right now that's eating tuna fish because you're paying your Social Security.
No, fuck that old bitch. It could be that bitch that killed Emmett Till that's still alive in the hospital.
Probably is that old bitch.
I could be feeling this bitch.
I read across that article and it was like, this old white bitch ain't gonna get charged. I was like, I don't know how old this article is, but it upset me in the moment that Bill Cosby is in the fucking
nobody give a fuck about his age
for some shit he did back when women were okay with doing it.
And Bill gave me some shit. Yes, that makes a difference with me. You gave me the Cosby Show. All right, nigga, you get one mulligans, nigga.
He gave you options in life.
This white bitch ain't gave us nothing. She ain't gave us nothing in the world. Off this bitch. Put her in the fucking cell.
She gave you traumas, but she gave you trauma. She traumatized some young man and then traumatized generations after that. So
Throw that
That's
bitch
what you get from the old white bitch.
Throw that bitch under the jail to lying ass, bro. The shit.
No.
Fuck that old bitch. Throw that bitch under the jail. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck about old people like that. No, if you're a piece of shit, just because you old and you go to church now, don't make you less of a piece of shit. No, bitch, we still remember what you did.
And most likely, you're going to hell.
Yeah. If you believe in that shit.
I don't do that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But real quick, with Trump and his newfound, I can't say newfound, but much closer to him, criminal charges, and Biden being Biden, who else would you see as a president-elect? Someone who, any females out there that you might know you won't want to see? What's the old lady's name? Hillary Clinton. You don't want to see her? No. They said that she should have been there instead of Bill, or not Bill. Well, instead of Bill too, but instead of Biden too.
Yeah, I don't trust. I do not trust old white people. If you're over the age of 50, 55, you're a politician, you have that much money. I just feel like you say nigga and lie. I'm not saying that y'all are. It might be some people watching. And she did some shit out here with Barry Goldwater. I don't know if you heard about Barry Goldwater. You know
back to Arizona.
Part of the airport is after Barry Goldwater. It's a high school named Barry Goldwater. So from what I hear, Barry Goldwater is a racist motherfucker, and she did a lot of political work with him back in the day. So again, it just makes me.
What came from this political work?
Huh?
What came from this? Like, do you believe that you could work with somebody who's like Barry Goldwater, who's a racist motherfucker,
and do some shit that's still positive? Yes, and that will be something I have to get back with you on. It just makes me feel weird because certain people, you have to have a certain moral standard for me to fuck with you. I can't. If I know you rape people, nigga, we can't be homies, nigga. I don't care what nice shit you do in front of community. So you rapes niggas on the weekends. I can't hang with you. No. So it's Monday. But if I kind of agree with some of the shit that you are doing, if it's foul and I can't, then it kind of makes me be like, yeah, you kind of probably believe in some of that shit too, bitch.
So you have some commonalities with it, then I can do a little bit of business with it.
Yeah,
but I feel like as long as you. I don't have a problem with racist people. As long as you're racist to yourself and you just stay the fuck away from me, then this is America. You can believe whatever the fuck you want to believe.
Facts.
And if you have an investment or I have an investment and you want to invest in this and it's going to do something good for somebody else, I'm not going to tell you, no, you can't invest in this because you're a racist. I'm going to take your money and I'm
going to take your money. If it's going to help, me and mine, I'll take your money.
Other people type of deal.
Yeah, because I feel like shit, probably people that catch some of my checks now might be racist. I don't know. I ain't asking no questions, but that shit hit my account. I'm all good, bro. So
as long as I'm not giving money to you to help you further your racist endeavors,
right?
I'm okay with taking money from you.
For sure.
To finance my non-racist endeavors. Right? That's how I feel about it.
100%. Bruh, we gotta get up out of here though, bro. We've been chopping it up already. Yeah, she goes by fast, though.
I do.
Bruh, but you don't come back on again, you know what I mean?
I'll be back. Hell yeah, there's always some shit to talk about.
Y'all heard the nigga say it, so if I got to track him down and he don't come back, they're like, hey, bro, get in his inbox. You lying. We got you on film.
Track him down. He gonna be like, stop hitting me up. I'll tell you when we're gonna film next. I'll tell you next time we film. Stop calling me.
We gonna film. We gonna do that shit soon. And we gonna have the homie Diamond come on. We gonna talk about some interesting shit off camera today that we definitely need to get on camera.
I told him you should just put up little cameras everywhere and just take
the niggas think I'm a weirdo, bro. Niggas walk in, niggas and be like, nigga,
you probably weird freaky dicky shit. For OnlyFans anyway, so shit. This table seemed a little sticky, so I'm not quite sure.
That's why I had to clean it off. I was like, yeah, make sure. That's why I keep touching. Like, hey, so that's sticky. Yeah. Alright, bro. Anything you want to shout out before we get up out of here?
Nah, just look forward to some writings I got, and go check out that Uncomfortable Uncut podcast that still shows on YouTube. It'll be down here somewhere, like you said. I do a few friends through the pandemic time and right afterwards. So there's some good content. Check it out.
Yeah, man. Well, we appreciate y'all tuning in again to the Homies Podcast. Hit that subscribe
real quick. I gotta shout out my mom. Love you, Mom.
Yeah. Shout out Mom Dukes. You feel me? And you already
Love you, Tupac.
You already know. Hit that subscribe button. You already know. And appreciate everybody that's been supporting the Homies Podcast on social media, wherever. Telling your little crackheads, all that. We appreciate it. We love y'all. Tune in next week to the Homies Podcast. Peace.